Hello, 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 collective. Welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Carmen. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I do use tarot cards, runes, numbers, letters, crystals, colorful language. If any of that offends you, feel free to hard left this video. Readings are general. Take them how they resonate. We are going to get a last quarter moon read for Gemini. So during this last quarter moon, it is in the sign of Leo. So those messages come out for like lightening up, okay? Positive attitudes, being grateful, balancing light and dark. The last quarter moon time frame is typically made for reevaluating, readjusting goals if needed, moving forward from things that didn't work out for us, okay? So for Gemini, with this lighten up message here. Actually, really pretty card. Okay. We get Nine of Swords reversed. Beautiful, because I'm pretty sure we had that in the last reading and it was the other way, I believe. So, not losing sleep anymore over bullshit. Definitely not picking any fucking fights. I think you've heard all the truths that you need to hear about a situation, and I definitely feel like you're walking away from something. Specifically, if it's about a job. Yeah. If you had a job, specifically if there was a legal reason why you wanted to leave, I do believe you are stepping the fuck out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gemini and a Queen of Wands energy is a dangerous motherfucker, man. That is a dangerous bitch. Ooh. King of Cups reversed, too. Wow. Okay. For some of you, this may be walking away from a partnership because you've just realized that you have different goals at the end of the day. Somebody just wants emotional fulfillment but doesn't exactly open up to be able to get there, and the other person is harvesting and successful and moving forward with their shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is somebody who has a career, like not just a job. You have a career, Jemmy. Like, you have a career, you make good money, you make good choices, you balance yourself, you're harvesting in other areas. Like, you might be donating to charities or investing in your long-term future. Like, maybe you started savings accounts and things to try to, to boost your prosperity, okay? Some of these things you may have moved in silence about, specifically if you have the partner who is emotionally detached from life. This person probably daydreams quite a bit. This person daydreams a bit. Okay, so let me just decipher this for you Geminis who are listening, okay? Sex is irrelevant in tarot. It's irrelevant. Unless you are specifically asking Spirit if it is male or female, it is freaking irrelevant. So even though it's pulling the Queen of Wands, you could be a male in that energy. There are males who are more successful within the feminine aspect of life, and that's okay. And perhaps you have a female partner who's the King of Cups reversed. Maybe they are a feminine energy who is emotionally detached from a lot of shit. Like, this person is distracted all the time. They may appear as if they're like on a boat. Like, they're just in their own little mental boat and nobody else is allowed on there with them. Specifically if they're creative as well. Like, if they block everything out while if they have like a crafting hobby, or maybe even while they're working. Like, if they have to literally sit in a room, shut the door, and avoid everyone and everything while they're working, that could be a significant sign to you too, Jemmy. Okay? For some of you, it may have just been a small change. Whatever you walked away from, it could have been something small. Like, it could have been just, like an argument with someone, and you may have just walked away from it. For some of you, it could have been switching jobs. For some of you, it could have been anxiety that you got over about starting a new job. For some of you, it could have even been like a legal matter. If this was about a legal matter, Gemini, I feel like at this point, you're doing pretty good for now. But moving forward, you may have to emotionally detach yourself from it if it's a legal issue. Okay? We'll just hit that. Can I get one for the Five of Swords, Spirit? Whoa, okay. Alright. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. All right, so the things that some of you had to walk away from was probably a beginning. Like, it could have been... So, okay, so let's say it was a job you had to walk away from because of legal or boundary issues. Okay, so maybe it was you weren't morally okay with what they were doing. Like, maybe you started a job at an abortion clinic and you don't believe in abortion. Well, surprise, you hated it and you left. Or, some of you may have, like, I don't know, started doing charity work with people that have addictions, and maybe the fact that most people who are addicts don't want to stop getting high really fucked with you. And maybe you had to walk away from it. Okay, situations like that. Three of Pentacles tells me that there's definitely group work there, specifically when it involves financial matters. So maybe it was like an administrative position at a hospital, and you don't like the way that they do their coding, or you don't like that patients can't get treatment without paying up front or something. Okay? Whatever this new beginning that they were shining, this shiny new object, that this shiny new opportunity that they were dangling in front of you, you're walking away from. Like, maybe they want to offer you a position like, oh, well, if you can just stick this out for 6 months, the director position's going to open. Or if you're a caseworker, maybe you had to do some, maybe you had to help train someone. And they're like, oh, okay, well, I think you should be supervisor. And I don't think you're going for it. I think you're walking away from it. Eight of Cups reversed on top of the High Priestess. Okay. One more. Make it make sense, Spirit. Come on now. Yeah. 8 and 8. Interesting. Alright. Eight of Swords in the upright, Eight of Cups in the reverse. Alright, we struggled to walk away from it because we couldn't look at ourselves for it for a while. Some of you might have struggled to look in the mirror with it. This was definitely a right and wrong equivalent. I would annex the... I'm not really feeling the legal aspect of the High Priestess. I'm feeling more of the balance issue with it. Some of you may have had a boss or a partner that expected you to keep secrets. Or to, like, hide something in the closet, okay? Maybe this person has, like, a... Why am I getting bondage? Okay, maybe some of you have a partner that has a fantastical sex fantasy. I don't know. Some of you might... It might have pushed you to the brink where you were ready to walk away, but you didn't. Why? You couldn't walk away because they were watching you, seeing what emotionally made you happy or unhappy? Okay, this is getting weird. Oh, Jemmy. This is a pretty specific message for somebody. This is definitely for somebody who has a controlling partner. This is for someone who has made better choices and has opportunities dangling in front of them, but you're being held up by your partner. And it could just flatly be a jealous energy, or it could be somebody trying to trap you, trying to hold you down from getting what it is that you're being offered. I feel like at this point you haven't walked away from this situation because you are still being allowed to harvest, to be independent at this point. But I don't feel like you're emotionally content with what's going on. And neither is this other person, because that King of Cups reversed, Ten of Cups reversed for the... Man, it's not real happy. It's not. I feel like you guys put on a real good front for other people. Yeah. You're kind of in that nut up or shut up fucking energy. Queen of Swords upside down. You're emotionally, like, okay, financially, creatively, you're good. But emotionally, you have put your heart in a fucking cage, and you really don't let this person take it out and play with it too often. I think this other person has already begun to make plans to move forward, to expand in other directions or other opportunities. Again, this other party, Jeremy, is going to be easily distracted. Somebody that closes themselves off to do work or closes themselves off to deal with this obsession or this addiction that they have. This could even be somebody who, like, locks himself in the bathroom to do drugs, okay? or somebody that goes to a separate place to smoke weed or to drink. Like maybe this person doesn't come home. Maybe they drink at the bar and then come home fucked up. I don't know. Take it however it resonates for you, but just understand that this other person has looked into options on what they can and cannot do to move away from you. I think you've done the same. I don't think either of you has walked away from the other person yet. But at the end of the day, neither of your heart spaces are open. So if you want to heal this, y'all are both going to have to open up. You're going to have to. This is a pretty specific one. Okay, let's pull from the In the Shadows deck. I just want to... okay. If you guys hear kids screaming in the back, sorry, my kids are home. Sorry, not sorry. They had a snow day today. It is what it is. What's in the shadows? Leaving you hurt me too. Oh. Way down there, really? Spirit, can we not throw shit today? In that moment, I didn't care. Alright. Some of you may have actually physically left this person. I don't think it was a full-on separation, but I do think that at some point you did have to separate yourself from this person. Whether that was leave for the night and go get a hotel room, or just get in your car and take a ride to cool the fuck off, because the arguments get real, okay? In the moment that they're displaying the hatred towards you, just understand that in that moment, they don't care. Okay? And if they don't care for the moment, they probably don't care long term. And if they do care long term and are able to physically or emotionally and mentally hurt people in that way, that's not fucking healthy, and they need fucking help. They need therapy. Okay? Alright. Let's get some advice. For all the rest of you Geminis who have got this far, if this message does not resonate for you specifically, I will probably try to do, I'm going to get the zodiacs out for the last quarter moon, and I'll try to do a different reading for Gemi, because this one is super, super specific, but I'll try to hit some of you others' energies, hopefully later on today or tomorrow. Hagalas, Wrath of Nature, Uncontrolled Forces, Strength, Protection, Hail in the Yew Tree. These two are one to flip too. Okay. Be kind, everyone is fighting a battle. Scorpio energy, the scorpion or the wolf are the spirit animals for that. So be brave. Understand that discretion is important, and only trust those who are loyal to you. Those are typical Scorpio traits, okay? So if someone's not loyal to you, don't trust what they say, and don't trust what they're saying to other people. And I wouldn't be expressing yourself to a person who you can't trust, okay? The wrath of nature and uncontrolled forces are definitely at play here. I feel like there is some situations that you don't have control over. One more time for you, Gemini. There are some situations here that you do not have control of. Being kind to everyone around you at this point, I don't feel like you're struggling with that. You might struggle to be kind to this other person, but I don't feel, I feel like you need to be humble. Humble more than anything, okay? Lighten up about certain shit. If it's shit you can't control, then, when you're meditating, just, you know, give yourself those affirmations. You know, I don't have control of this. I will do the best to roll with the punches at this point, Jemmy. I feel like that's really what you're doing here, is just rolling with the punches. And that has to do with this other person, too, because you can't control the other person. Again, the uncontrolled forces thing. You can't control what they do, what they obsess about, how they react to things, whether they're paying attention or not paying attention. You can't really control things like that. That's up to that person to get themselves under control. Specifically, if they're saying things that are hurtful or mean or causing a loss of sleep at some point, I really feel like whatever this fight, this big fight or argument was about, I do feel like someone lost some sleep about it. I think you both kind of come to the terms that it needed to happen. Whatever the argument stopped needed to happen. But I feel like at this point, the best thing for this partnership to do is to probably just be kind to one another. Understand that you can't control this other person. Understand that there there's going to be times where you have to be strong, where you do have to protect what you guys are working on. Like, this is one of those when it rains, it fucking pours situations, okay? Could be one of those situations where, like, you start going to counseling, and then as you're going through counseling, this somehow, some way, you find out this person's talking to other people. Or that they're going to the bar to go to drink, you know? Or that they're, I don't know, doing something that you don't like or that you don't agree with, okay? Something that's going to hurt you. This person is going through the steps and the motions to try to heal, to help be strong and to love you, supposedly. But the second they're out of the therapist's office, they're going to do shit that they know is going to piss you off. This is a very complicated energy here, Gemini. I feel like it's going to take a long time for this to heal, if it can. If it can. But at this point, I've be kind, because everyone's fighting a battle, and understand that you may not have control of certain circumstances or situations that are going on around you. Specifically, if this is about another person, you can't control what other people do. Okay? You control yourself. So be positive, be grateful, balance yourself. Don't go for an opportunity just because it's shiny. Okay? It may have more sinister plots beneath. Right. A set of rainbow bowls could be significant for somebody. Like, maybe you get it as like a holiday gift, where it's like the set of Tupperware that has like the multiple colored lids. Some of you might be getting some of those. Some of you may fire scry, or maybe your partner fire scries. If you don't know what fire scry is, then you definitely don't know about it, and don't do it yourself. Some of you may knit or crochet. Some of you may even have a loom. Some of you might be very good at algebra. Figuring out, like, calculations of things. Like, that's, like, engineer shit. Way above my pay grade, babies. Way above. Some of you might play pool, too. Some of you may have a partner that plays pool very well. Like, they probably have a pool stick of their own. A professional pool stick. Okay. Those are the messages that I have for you, Jemmy. If they resonate, please do hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. If you want a personal read, my email's in the description box below this video. And with that, I wish you all lots of love, peace, and prosperity.